Hey guys, welcome to the vault. We are back with some more exclusive content. Leon, Jason, and Pierre here. We're here to bring you guys the stock report for the week of Friday, January the 28th. Hope you guys enjoy. Pierre, take it away.
Man, I always love this show. I don't know about you two, but now it's back in full motion. Weekly segment. Jason and me has put together beautiful visuals to kind of help guide us here. And
with the help of Ink Park for sure.
Ink Park, yep. And he did a fantastic job with the logos, and I'm sure we're going to hear a lot about Hack Club today because Leon's on the show. So why don't we move along here, guys, to to the stock report. You ready?
All right. Yeah. What day is it again?
Yeah, Leon, you might want to hydrate up, buddy. I'm going to make you talk today, pal. It's time.
Let's go.
I'm kind of confused. They all blend together. But this was the result of last week's stock report for the side hustle.
Okay. All right. So I think we can start. Eblin's Stash has something, so we can pull Stash out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the right did not, right?
All the right did not. Bodega did not.
No.
All right. And that leaves us.
Yeah.
So everybody had all three of these guys had one hat, and these two had multiples.
Yeah.
So I would argue Stash top because of most of these stores had one hat, but if you're going pound for pound, I think Stash had the best hats anyway, right?
I would say so.
You can argue Birdeen's anniversary Diamondbacks is really, really good.
I mean, the Sneaker Town Royals was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sneaker Town Royals though was not as good as Birdeen's cap. I'm not buying that.
It's tough, right? Because like the Sneaker Town cap is like a really solid, like safe kind of hat, but Birdeen's is like, to me, it's part of a bigger collection. It's kind of more out there to me.
So where are you going there? Capsule or Birdeen's?
Where are we going is the question, Jason.
Yeah.
I would go Birdeen's.
What do you have number one, Jason? You personally, because Cool J's is last, right? Just this week.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, my number one. Man.
I'm going Stash for me because that strawberry hat is good and the strawberry hat is great and the Kansas City hat is really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Capsule had really the cream of the crop was that 99 Yankees hat, in my opinion. And they had that Angels.
The Angels one wasn't bad. Yeah.
They're both good. I don't know, man.
Together, were they better than the one Birdeen's hat?
No, actually, I think Birdeen's is number 3.
I'm fine with that.
What?
I'm fine with the conglomerate of Capsule being better than the one hat of Birdeen's.
Birdeen's is also dropping that Cardinals hat on Saturday,
which doesn't count for this.
It doesn't. See, that's where I'm confused on what day it is.
Yeah, no, this is as of the end of this week in Caps. Like,
okay.
So whatever they showed for this week.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Cardinals will be next week.
Then I'm good with this ranking here.
Yeah, because I think the Diamondbacks cap from Birdeen's was better than anything Capsule put out, but Capsule had a couple of solid hats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Actually, all four of them are good.
Yeah.
2 of them were really, really good. All right.
I'm cool with this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm good with this.
All right. Moving on to small.
Okay, we're gonna have some people in the bullpen here. We got Anthem comes out of the bullpen.
They do.
Capanova stays out.
Uh-huh.
Still goes into the bullpen, right?
They do. They dropped
What did
some
they
of
drop?
the flame
Yeah,
new era program hats.
the geek
Did Fam have anything?
guy furry.
Fam did. They had part of the festival pack from Lids, and they had the capsule glow, like the
Yeah,
black glow.
looks like the ATLN's colorway.
Yeah,
Crown Minded didn't have anything though.
they did. They just didn't have it. It dropped like right prior to the showtime. They had a couple of Captitude hats, a black and yellow St. Louis Cardinals, slate and gray Mariners. I just
Is it on
couldn't
your
get them on.
Is it on your Instagram?
It's on
Yes.
theirs. The Boston boot, like the
Mhm.
Boston Red Sox, the whole sock looks like a Rams hat and a Mariners hat. I mean a Marlins, sorry.
Mhm.
Marlins almost looks like a
Gotcha.
Miami Dolphins colorway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are solid hats, man.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, Billion stays in the bullpen. They
We could put Fam down at the bottom, right? Because none of it was original, right?
none of it was original. Nope.
Let's put Fam at the bottom. Anthem from
I'm gonna put Capanova next.
okay.
That just the colorway was okay. It was their choices of side patches that were questionable on a lot of the hats.
Okay.
But they're also posed to have a big few weeks here, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with
They
them
are.
there.
Because on the 30th, right, their SpongeBob collection drops, and we already
Yep.
know that we love those. So
And either the week after or the week after that, week or two after that, they got that pretty solid looking Valentine's Day pack coming too. So
oh yeah, yeah, that's a
Hey.
good pack too.
yeah.
All right. So now I'm looking at the Crown Minus stuff. That stuff's pretty solid. So I think next though is Anthem. Or let's talk about it. We got Anthem with that one Toronto Blue Jays cap, and we got Leaders with those two
Reverse peach bourbons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm almost good with the order you have it right now.
I am too. Yeah.
Okay with
I
that.
mean, I really
I
like,
like the
colors.
Crown Minded release better than the Leaders one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he wouldn't have used Tiger camo, it would have gone with gray or stone or something else.
I would have went with that. I would have went with that
Yeah.
collection too. These hats though are very clean from Crown Minded.
Yeah, Captitude's getting better. It really is.
I
was
really
a
like that
flag.
Mariners one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the
Yeah.
question becomes like one pretty good executed hat from Anthem versus like two hats from Leaders that were like
No, I like the Leaders hats better than
the Anthem ones. Okay.
just slightly.
I'm okay with this order.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Crown Minded stock up though, right? If we were doing that.
Oh, yeah. I would say.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's clean,
In the
like little
West-
5-pack there.
well, I mean, they've been doing that a lot. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That Mariners one is really good though. So what's that St. Louis? Yeah. Anyway. All right. Moving on to large. And I want to apologize to Pat and Toppers for accidentally forgetting their logo on last week's stock report.
Yeah.
That has been remedied.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about who goes to the bullpen here. We got Cap USA
for
Cap
you.
King stays over
Yeah,
there.
for you didn't
you
do
goes
anything.
over there. Cat Heaven comes out.
Cap King stays, right?
Sports,
Yeah.
Yep.
Sports
Sports World
World, just for the
almost
sake
went
of
in.
this, should go in there because it's only one
Yeah.
hat. I move them over there. All right,
Okay.
so this is where we're at. I mean, like we know where we're gonna start. All right, ECAP City last.
Yeah.
Is he Cap City last this week, or is it
I
Cap
don't know.
USA?
Cap USA had two hats I would buy over anything Cap
Yeah.
City released.
And then Exclusive had all those chrome hats in the shadows. Remember?
Yeah, we're not talking about them yet though. I
Are you saying they should be last, Leon?
If not
Exclusive?
last, like in the discussion, I think. To me,
exclusive fit.
Oh, okay.
you like those off-white
Okay.
stuffs?
I liked about half of them.
Okay.
I like two.
I like them more than anything Cap City gave us this week.
I personally, I could picture myself buying two of the ECAPs over the exclusives. For me, I'd probably get the Cubs green eggs and ham kind of colorway hat, and
That's not even their hat though. Like,
yeah, all right, okay, fine. ECAP last. So between Diallo, Cap USA, and exclusive, where were you guys thinking?
I'm willing to put them as a tie. Honestly, it's kind of hard to differentiate, man.
Yeah, like Cap USA had more kind of variety, but there was no theme. So I don't know if you give points or take points. I'm not sure. Like exclusive actually had a
there's
theme.
no score. There's no scoring on theme. Like,
no, I mean,
why
like
would
if
that be a
we're just
score?
judging what they came out with, like one is
Well, I mean,
more.
well, why would we even judge then Heaven is Dead last because they never have a theme. I mean,
Well, their
why
theme's
is
gray
it-
bottoms,
Yeah.
clean gray bottoms. That's their theme.
Jason's getting annoyed with your wishy-washiness around rules. You're trying to
Right.
apply point system.
I'm just trying to like figure out, yeah, like how we're gonna grade them.
Well,
That's
I
all.
mean,
It's arbitrary.
Exclusive Fitted had better pictures on their website,
Mhm.
on their Instagram account, so they get like 1 billion more points.
I mean, if it's gonna help you make a buying decision.
All right, so listen. Honestly, Cap USA had a couple of solid hats. So did Exclusive Fitted. I don't know, man. I only like two of those Exclusive Fitted hats. I only like the Cubs and the and the Swinging Tiger. That's all I liked on there.
So you liked 22% of their hats versus 40% for Cap USA.
Well, either way, I don't know, man. I just think I think overall pretty even.
I'm okay having them even.
I just really want to battle here. I think.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna die on
All
this hill. Okay.
I'll break the tie. We'll break the tie. I'll go Exclusive Fitted this week. Just
okay.
Like,
all right.
0.01%.
So shouldn't you have
above.
Cap City? Shouldn't you have Cap City over there? Why'd you put them on an island? They should be underneath Cap
You
USA,
kept them in
right?
quarantine.
Yeah, I don't want them infecting the rest of the.
So now we got a battle between MyFitteds, Toppers, and Hat Heaven. So
yeah.
I don't think it's much of a battle. I think
Yeah.
Hat Heaven is a solid third out of these three.
It's tough,
mean,
right? Because he usually drops like big drops. This one was a smaller drop, So I don't think he had enough.
This was a mini drop, and it was carried by two specific hats, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't think he had enough ammo to really battle for the top spot, right?
Yeah, the Los Angeles Angels and the Atlanta Braves hat were definitely the clear winner there. Yeah. So now we got to talk about Toppers versus MyFitteds, which is going to be a tough battle every time we do this, I think. Wings of Fire carried MyFitteds along with that oyster cracker. Toppers had more depth, and there was like a couple of real, like that Twins hat and that Cubs hat were real solid standouts. I'm not sure, man, where I'd go here. To me, MyFitteds didn't have a single miss.
Okay.
I heard you say, Jason, you liked every hat in the slide. I didn't hear
yeah,
Leon
no.
say that, but I heard you say that. And toppers, we did have some that we didn't care for, but I don't know, man. It's interesting because toppers has more depth, but MyFitteds has bigger hits. It's kind of about where you go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to make sure that we're putting it out of sight and out of mind, like out of sight and out of mind. The whole, we can't hit on MyFitteds. I get it, but that doesn't mean that the hats
All right. Yeah. I'm judging based purely on the hats.
somewhere else because you hit on them. Yeah. What are your thoughts here, Leon, between MyFitteds and toppers?
It's tough, right? Because toppers releases more often. They release more variety, right? So do we hold that against MyFitteds? Do that if we're just solely judging?
Why don't you always answer a question with more questions?
Because to me, it's not a simple, one or two. That's, I don't know. I like the top end of the MyFitteds more, but I ended up liking the more variety. Like I ended up grabbing more of the toppers throughout the week. Gun to my head, toppers.
So I'm looking at it as they're kind of equal. Which one had the hat I liked the most?
Okay.
This week? That's how I'm trying to break the tie in my head. And I think I came up with another tie. So because that oyster cracker from MyFitteds was really good.
Mm-hmm.
That twins peach, Arctic peach, I guess you call it, was really good too. So
and he restocked a really good hat, the actual Arctic peach. For dummies like me, I skipped the original. I was able to get on the restock.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went back, and at night, me and Jason, we made an order. I probably dropped another, $250 on just stuff that was sitting on the website that I wanted to grab. So, like, to me, for someone to grab hats,
you can't
after the fact,
you can't do that and talk about hats that are sitting on the site that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about right now. The week in review, MyFitteds versus toppers. Which one you going with? Because the fact that you went back to a website and found gems that were sitting on the site, that doesn't have anything to do with this. Which week did you like better? It's okay. You said toppers, right?
I'm saying toppers if I can give them points for having the stuff for me to be able to buy it after the fact. But if you're looking at pound for pound hats, I think MyFitteds had a better week.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That makes sense, but we're not giving points for what's sitting on a site.
Okay. So that being said, if we're strictly about hats,
just this week.
Yeah, just this week, MyFitteds.
Okay.
I'm trying to relate it to me and how like other people would, look at the store. That's why I'm not trying to be difficult about this. I'm just
no. I don't think you're trying to be difficult. I think you're trying to grasp the concept of what we're talking about here, and really, It's just about the assortment of hats that we saw like this week from these stores in the large category. Who had the best hats in your opinion?
Okay. In that case, it's MyFitteds.
Okay. What about you, Jason?
Well, I texted Pat more this week than I did John Jay. So if we take that into account, no.
No, it's interesting, right? Because I think
the batting average is higher with MyFitteds. So I'm going to give the nod to MyFitteds this week. But it's really close.
It is really close. It's getting closer every week. And
yeah, it is.
I'm with you guys. Listen, I think toppers is deeper. The thing about John Jay is his batting average is like 850.
Right.
He missed like 10, like 1 out of every 10 hats is not as, as strong as the other 9, but I don't know. Toppers still has a couple misses here and there. Like I think the Angels hats are what hurt Toppers in my eyes this week.
In the NFL.
I'm not going to even look at the NFL and NBA hats for me.
Those
I'm not going to look
program
at NBA and NFL because that's not fair. That's really not fair because there's already, when you look at the MLB hats, which is really the bread and butter of what we look at. I think when you look at MyFitters, there wasn't a miss. I think when you look at Toppers, those Angels hats were a miss, in my opinion. They weren't as strong as the rest of his hats. But I'll tell you, I would take that Minnesota Twins and that Arctic Peach Diamondbacks, which was in my top 10 of the year. I would put those head to head with any of the MyFitters hats. I would.
Yeah.
I
think it's almost like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Leon. It's okay.
I feel, I don't know, man. I'm gonna use a sports analogy. It feels like in this situation, like MyFitters is like a juiced up Barry Bonds. You know, sometimes they don't pitch to him, but when he pitches, he hits a home run. And then Toppers is like the Ricky Henderson, always on base, always doing something. You know, so it's like hard to compare. Like who you want on your team. Like, do you want the guy that hits the home run, or do you want the guy that's always on base causing trouble? Like that's kind of where I'm at right now.
And Leon, I think that was probably the most poignant thing you said all night long, because I actually agree with that analogy. Yeah, Barry, MyFitters is going to knock it out of the park more times than they do anything else.
Yeah.
But they don't. I mean, they don't get to swing as much as everybody else because they're getting walked, whatever. But yeah. And as far as the NBA and NFL hats, I agree with you, Pierre. Toppers. He carries those a lot of times because that's the only place Europeans can get them, or it's easier for get them there. So not a lot. Yeah, a lot of those aren't necessarily his designs either. So like they're just like program hats. So
this is gonna be a battle. We're gonna move on to the extra large, right? But this is gonna be a battle, like between these two all the time.
And Toppers is coming off one of the, I think, one of their best weeks ever, right? They had the Paisleys, they had the Terminator. No?
Oh, the week before, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, coming off last week, they're on such a high, right? That like anything that they do this week would almost seem like a slowdown, even if they didn't slow down.
No, I agree.
They didn't really slow down.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to extra large. We can drop. Pro Image didn't really have anything, right?
They had a lot of copies from the West Coast stores. The East Coast stores really didn't do anything, at least this week.
The East Coast stores don't take things like that whole Philly conglomerate, Philly, New Jersey, Delaware area. They don't take things.
The Connecticut stores don't.
Some of the Detroit ones do. Some of the Detroit ones do. They've been known to lift MyFitters.
That's not East Coast though, Liam. That's not East Coast.
But those Washington and Oregon ones, man, that no qualms about taking designs there.
What are we considering Detroit? Like, is that Midwest, Central?
Yeah, I consider it East because it's East to me, and it's in the Eastern time zone. So
yeah, but it's not the East Coast, guys. East Coast.
East Coast. I don't want them to be confused with the Philly guys and the New York guys.
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm not confusing them. I'm just.
To me, the Detroit guys.
They have
a
different. Oh, okay. A hat here or there. Everybody's taking a hat here or there. But
everybody
to take a hat.
I don't know.
I will say that MyFitteds has never taken a hat.
Yeah.
Ever.
Not
one time in 30 some years ever ordered a hat straight out of cap.
I think when we're talking about fashion caps, no, they have not.
Yeah. Okay. I believe you.
I'm willing to say that. But when it comes to like certain things that you can replicate, that's different. But like the fashion caps, no, I don't think they have. Yeah, you're right, Jason. The Pro Images out in the West, I mean, they were like carjacking left and right, man. I mean, it was like,
and then
they were
immediately flipping the license plates and scrubbing, filing the VIN numbers off, and like, it was pretty bad.
Well, let's put Pro Image into the bullpen there. And
Okay.
New Era had those NBA and what was the other thing they had?
The Guardians stuff finally released, but I'm not even really going to give them credit for that. It's more of a
All right, so
MLB
New
thing.
Era last, Fanatics second to last. Now we're battling Lids and Hack Club.
No.
Oh, you're gonna say Lids below Fanatics because they had that one thing.
Yes. I would put
For
Lids
this
below
week, yeah,
Fanatics
I
for this
agree with that
week
for this week. Yeah,
because those maroon and infrared hats from Fanatics were actually pretty good. I bought a couple of them. I liked them. And
okay.
that 3M reflective stuff from Lids was a major letdown from what they've been doing recently. So
Yeah, no, this is a pretty easy week to judge, and I agree with you on that. We do have to I did commit to last week letting go of Crown Royals and what's in the store. It still is a competitive advantage for Lids, but when looking at this week in caps and the new releases, if we're evaluating on new releases, I'm okay with New Era last, Lids second to last, Fanatics because they rode the power of those Valentine sort of colorways.
Yeah.
And then Hack Club being number one. Hack Club did have some good stuff, man. Hack Club had a good variety pack.
Hack Club had a good week.
The Fujis were good.
Yeah.
Horror pack.
The Lauryn Hill Fujis. I
The
don't know,
variety.
I was surprised we haven't seen a Lauryn Hill Fuji's hook from T800 or
that would be another good Oggs pack hook.
Yeah.
The education of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Or the Fujis.
Yeah, the score.
Or the Fujis, yeah.
The score, yeah.
It used to be black and gold, right? Really?
Yeah. They didn't. Hack Club had a great week.
Yeah, he did. Solid. All right. Well, listen, that wraps up the stock report.
Yeah.
Hey, Leon, you know what I'm most impressed by? Do you want to know, Leon?
Might have something, I don't know. The fact that I still don't really know the theme of this show. Still?
Nah, that you're grasping it now. You're grabbing it. You're seizing it.
Yeah. I do a lot of mental math, point here for this, less a point for that. For me, I wanted to give a half a point extra maybe for Lids, just for all the buzz they're creating for the Lids HD, but we're not doing it by that. So,
No, we're not.
They haven't released a hat on there yet. I don't know how you could give them points for that.
It's the buzz they're creating. They're creating a lot of buzz with that.
Okay,
a lot of people declaring them the winner. The winner of 2022 already.
Let's give Lids extra points then for us interviewing Britain. I mean,
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what the generals are talking about, like the general people, Gen Pop.
Listen, let me summarize here, right? So this show is always going to be about the new releases. Now, I think in the case of MyFitteds, maybe at times Berdeen's, Lids, we can reference stuff that lands in the stores. I think that's okay to do because it's part of their business.
Absolutely.
It may not be represented this week in caps, but we certainly should. So let's say Crown Royals drop this week, and it's in the Lid store. I mean, that has to be evaluated, man. That has to come into the equation here.
Some stores might not get them right away too, right?
They might not. Yeah. But also, like, we can at times, if there's something compelling enough with Hack Club, like today, Hack Club had also had that other collection show up in the NoHo store. We can talk about that and make that a part of the conversation, but it's not going to be the whole conversation, but it should be part of it, right? I do think there's value in that. But we start to get really dicey trying to figure all that out, but we'll do our best to get that encapsulated. And this is mostly to spark discussion, honestly. It's not like
you don't get a medal, or there's not much of a difference if you're 3 compared to 4. We're just trying to cover.
No, I'm tracking points, and it will go towards their end of the year score.
Yeah, we know Leon's tracking points because he's he's attributing points to the weirdest shit now. So it's like I don't even know what he's talking about half the time.
Logo, extra point.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, this was fun. Again, I think this is a nice staple of our weekly sort of regimen here. Nice job, Jason, kind of putting together the visuals and getting us ready for this. Leon, thanks for the steps you've taken to understand this. I know it's been a long journey for you, but we appreciate it.
I'm still waking up. Haven't had
We'll get
lunch
there
yet.
by the end of the year.
Haven't had lunch yet. It's almost midnight.
And with that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah. Make sure you guys are dropping a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel on your way out. Viewsfromthevault.com for your official merchandise. For Jason, Leon, and Pierre, we're signing out, guys. Stay fitted.
See you, everybody.
Peace.
Enjoy 15% off all products with the code VFTV15. Brought to you by VFTV.